So imagine Need for Speed Pro Street from years ago, then Most Wanted, and a little bit of Carbon. This is the best way to describe Need for Speed Heat. If you really want a good Need for Speed game in this current gen and this current year, then this is going to be the go-to game. And I'm not saying that because I'm a huge fan of the series. I'm saying this because this is the first Need for Speed game that I've liked in years, since the old days of Most Wanted and Undercover. They did a great job with this game. There is no microtransactions, and I mean 0 microtransactions in this game. Whatever you need, you have to earn it in-game, and the gameplay loop affords you the opportunity to do so in various ways. There is this thing called day and night mode or day and night cycle. In the day mode, everything you do is pretty much like Pro Street. There is a lot of legal races going on, you earn points this way in the traditional fashion, and it gives you a little bit of an homage to that Burnout Paradise days. But nighttime is when this game really shines the most. The night mode is where you get to see the fullest potential and enjoy those Most Wanted and Carbon experiences. Nighttime is when you have the real street racing. It becomes nostalgic and reminds you of what you missed the most about this series. And I know this word may sound overused, but this game is turning into a love letter to fans of the series who missed the old days, because Need for Speed Heat is just a return to that original formula, and we have a little bit of icing on top of it to make it even sweeter. In terms of campaign, you have the old system meets the new direction. There is the typical story of earning rep, becoming the baddest racer in the world, but there's also the cinematic experience and the cutscenes we've all been too familiar with in the recent years. While I consider the story to be okay, I believe that everything would have been a lot better if there was a real character creator. In Need for Speed Heat, you can only pick character presets, which is okay. However, I believe being able to create the looks and shape the characters from the very start would have added more personality and life to the cutscenes and the story. I haven't been a fan of the stories in years because the studio always seemed to either try to go hip and popular with what the kids are into these days, or they have the worst choice of actors and actresses, but this one just has a little bit of a balance between both, so it's not too bad in terms of cutscenes. As far as gameplay is concerned, it plays much like the game we all know and love. It has major selection of vehicles as you progress through the story. Some of them are just incredible. I'm not going to spoil it for you. The world itself is beautiful in the daytime, but the best comes out at night, and it just looks gorgeous. The light just does something spectacular. Performance is okay, though I've had some dips in frame rates here and there, but it is not too common to the point where it breaks the game. Just about anything you do in this game will earn you reputation or money, and those will unlock new challenges and abilities to buy a new ride. So far, Need for Speed Heat is a game that really blew my mind. It is the second game this year without microtransaction from EA. I think to complete the entire game is going to take you about maybe 9 to 12 hours long. If you are just looking for a complete campaign, that is just the perfect game, and it definitely gives you the Most Wanted rush towards the end of the story. You're going to be mind blown. It's just incredible. You will not be disappointed by this game if you ever decide to pick it up. Overall, this is a game that gives you enough for the money you spend. It has a lot of replayability even after completing the campaign, and your hit level resets every single night cycle, so that's another ease of use right there. I'm on a completionist run, so I still have more to go, but with the campaign completed though, I will give this game a 9.5 over 10. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.